This video is about the introduction of the extension called VarLens that I've created in VS Code. So the simple idea is it will remember the value of the variables in your debug session. So simply that you have to run the debug session. Then what it does, then you have to actually add a breakpoint. So if you add a breakpoint at this line, it will remember the variables before that. It will remember the value of total, it will remember the value of text. Now, why is it useful? One is that in this function, it could be a very complex function. In this case, I've just have a very simple example. By the way, we'll be seeing a production level example in a minute. So if you have to run a code anywhere in the function, and you will probably have to use this total or tax, and it could be a complex object. Now, if you want to access something inside it, but you do not know where that key exists, like in which level this is, it is maybe total or result or something, right? So one way is you will have to run the debugger session again, add the console log, run the whole code again, and this function could be anywhere in like in the API, right, in a very deep level. So now to save your time, if probably you have run it once before, sometime maybe even 2 months back, 1 month back, whatever. Now if you hover on this total, you will be able to see the value. Right. The only thing you have to do is add a breakpoint here. It will remember all the variables before it. Right. So that was the reason of creating this extension. Of course, it could be used to understand this function also. If you, maybe someone is new to your company, he can actually, if he already has this total and text, he will understand what this function does properly. So let's move actually to the example now. Let's move here. This is a production level code. This is an API that I have, a status API. So right now, if you see, if I hover on this parameter job ID, you're not able to see anything. Now, if I actually add a breakpoint, let's add it at this idea, right? It will actually be able to, or let's edit on the return. Now it will be able to remember this idea, this response, and all the values. Now if I simply run it in this VS Code, it will probably put me here. Let's see. Okay, now if you can see, and in the debugger section itself, we'll be able to hover it. That's one thing. Now if we actually just do this and close this once, you have to just one thing, you have to restart, close it. At that point, it actually stores the value. Now if you hover on this, if we hover on the query parameter, you will be able to see the value here. Now, if you're on the response, you will be able to see a huge. Now, there's one more thing. I'm actually storing 3-level data. If it is more than that, it will just store it as a dot dot. That I'll be doing it probably configuring it in future. So you'll be able to configure it how much level of data that you want. Now, if you simply hover on the idea, you'll be able to see the array of the object. This actually returned a 10 array object. What we are storing only is a single object because the idea is all the different array values will be same. Now, if we go into here, inspect element, if you want to see this in more detail, you can actually expand it if you want to. So that's other way. The reason was an object could be body, like a big object, you won't be able to see this properly here. So provided a more better approach. So this was all about the extension. I hope you like it. There is a lot of things in pipelines. One of things that I want to share is you should be able to share it. So right now what's happening, what currently it is that, let's say there is my colleague who has run, already has run multiple times, and he has already these cache informations, right? Already variables are stored in his system. Now he wants to share it. So that is something I'm trying to do. How would I try to share these with other developers? That will be coming next. And other is if you want to see variables, all the variables in this one, that actually if you something like this, and we inspect maybe on a function, it should show all the variables of a particular function in that what it is. So that is something that will be coming. And actually, if you have any other suggestions, if you want to give, you can just comment it, message me. I will be adding them up. So that is the idea. I hope you like it and just give it a try.